So after Leicester played at Millwall the other day, there was a bit of talk about the atmosphere and how intimidating it can be. What were your experiences as a player of going to the Den?
I've always had good games against Millwall over the years. As a player, I played against them in the playoff final for Scunthorpe at Wembley, and to be fair, they brought I think 40 or 50,000 fans there that day. They've huge following, but at home, the atmosphere it can be intimidating for you. But I think the players, a lot of the group have played there before. They know what they expect. It's going to be a tough game. They don't concede many goals. Very, very defensively strong, and we're going to have to be at our best to get the win.
Yeah, I know it's a few years back now, but one of the more memorable Posh games of recent seasons, the 5-1 in the Championship. I think did you start in that one?
Yeah, I played in that game. I remember it was the George Boyd show, wasn't it? Yeah, he was phenomenal that day. So we've always had some good results against Millwall and good performances, and we want to try and do the same again at the Den. It's they've picked up a lot this season, and tremendous job Neil does there. And to get them to the playoffs last year in his first year, and to be up in and around it again, tremendous for a young manager, and someone I'd look up to. Obviously coming into it, and he's been in it a year or two more than me, and tremendous job he's done there. But it's another game we want to go there and be positive and defend first, like we speak about, and make sure we are defensively strong as a unit, and we know we can get our, try and get our attacking players further up the pitch and to try and cause them problems as well.
Yeah, because certainly when you look at their recent record, which has been impressive, their defensive record has seemingly been the underpinning of that.
Yeah, they have. They're really strong. Webster, Cooper, Hutchinson, whoever they play at centre half, and Tony Craig left back. Real experience, and they know this league inside out really. So it's a tough game always at the Den, but one we're not going into it scared or anything like that. We're going to go and try and enjoy it and try and impose our game on theirs. Yeah,
and a good example for them of how an FA Cup run and beating a few Premier League sides can really build your confidence. They seem to have used that as a real springboard.
They have, but I think they've only picked up 2 from their last 2 games, 2 points. So it's it can galvanise you, and also it can distract you as well. I think Neil will probably say the same thing, but I'm sure he'll get the group focused to play against us in the league games, and I'm sure the FA Cup's obviously at the back of their mind, but the league's probably the most important thing for them as well.
Yeah, you touched upon it after the game on Saturday, but the shape of the attack for Posh, very pleasing, having both Marcus Maddison and Paul Taylor in there. There's been some chat about how well they can link together, but we saw a good example of what they can do as a pairing with Tom Nichols in there as well.
Yeah, we got them into the positions they like to be in. Marcus, likes to come off that side, and he can drift into the left, or he can drift centrally. Tails is the same. The both of them don't like to play in one certain position. They like to drift around the pitch, which is, as a manager, you've got to try and find a way to get your threats and a formation that's going to suit them, and that suits him down to a T. Marcus loves playing there. Tom Nichols has got more freedom and more space to run into, and you've seen that with his goal, and it gets people with the legs in the team as well. And when you pick that formation, you need legs in midfield. So we've got abundance of midfielders that we could play in there. But I was really pleased with the performance first and foremost, and the result took care of itself because of that.
Yeah, nice to have each of the 3 of them involved in the goals as well.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, listen, Marcus has got 15 assists. Paul Taylor's got 10 assists. We're looking at it this morning. Taylor's got 6 goals, Marcus has got 8 goals, Tom Nichols has got 12 goals. They contribute a lot to us, them 3, and it was nice to see them complementing each other well on Saturday.
In terms of your team for tomorrow, I'm guessing the major decision obviously is how best to replace Jack Baldwin. Is it a straight one or the other between Michael Bostwick and Dominic Ball?
Well, Dominic Ball won't be there. He's gone back to Rotherham. I picked the team on Friday, and he didn't agree with it. So I thought for the best of the group, those sort of people don't need to be here. So Dominic's gone back to Rotherham. So yeah, there's a decision whether I can move Hughesy in there, I can play Jerome Benham-Williams, I can put Buzzy there. That's a decision I need to make.
Yeah, and well, there's not a lot you can really do in that kind of situation. If it does arise, I guess it's best to make a clean break. There's no point in having someone around if they're not happy.
Oh yeah, listen, that's the whole remit of this club. You play for the football club, not yourself, and that one's completely done and dusted now, so we move on.
Yeah, I guess the major shame of it is that he'd shown a lot in games, but then it's all the complete package, isn't it? You have to have every element.
Of course. But like I say to you, we move on.
And in terms of suspensions, you've got good news there with both Chris Forrester and Anthony Grant back and available. Are they fit and ready to go?
Yeah, it's nice to have Chris and Granty back. You know, it's when Chris Forrester's on his game, my opinion, the best in this league. We just need to get his game back again, and he knows that. Chris, he knows that as well. Granty knows the league inside out. He's been outstanding since he came in the building. So it's a good to have those two back and in and around it, and the boys who are in the team can see that them two are back available for selection, and it's just going to make everyone stand up now and not want to come out of the team, if you know what I mean. So delighted to have those two back as well.
When it comes to Chris really reaching out and grabbing his top form again, is it useful that potentially you're going to have both Anthony Grant and Michael Bostwick in the side as well? So it takes a little pressure off perhaps in terms of responsibility, and he can focus on his own game.
Yeah, I mean, responsibility is not a problem for Chris. I think right up until the Chelsea game, we were talking about him, how good he was against Chelsea, and this is not a long time ago. This is not like 3 years ago. It's like 7 or 8 weeks ago. So it's just Chrissy. I mean, right up until that game, he was outstanding. He's lost a bit of form for reasons that I don't need to speak about, that nobody else knows about, and personal stuff and things like that. So we just need to try and get him back to his best now, and he's so important to us when he's at his best.
Is he in a place now where he can really focus on his football then?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's been he's trained well all week again. He's done a lot of work with a fitness coach to keep on top of his fitness. He's come back into the group on Friday, and he was back training with us today. So it's nice to have him back in a place that he likes to be in. Yeah,
and big frustration obviously for Jack Baldwin to get another suspension. But I think looking back, when he came back from injury last season, he picked up a red card quite quickly. So at least he sort of knows how it works, yeah. I suppose.
Yeah, I mean it was the first one. I've seen it back. It was a slip. The first one he slipped and the referees booked him really, really quickly, to be honest. And Jack was a bit frustrated about that, but nothing. The second one was a blatant yellow card. So having booked him, you had to send him off. I was disappointed for him because I wanted to try and get him a run in the team now he's come back from injury. Up until that point, I thought he was very good. Obviously, he scored. He looked defensively strong. He was keeping the ball for us, and Jack's really important in terms of the way we want to play because of his passing ability as well. So, but we all know as a defender you need to defend first, and he's learning in that aspect of the game still. He's had a bad time of it in terms of his injuries at the football club, but what a lad he is, and what a great character he is, and he'll bounce back straight away. Do you want
to say to him at this stage, once the suspension's done, he's got a good chance of getting straight back in, or is that not helpful? Does it not really work like that?
No, it doesn't work like that. I mean, we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. It's we'll play it by ear. Lucky for him that we've got a Saturday, Tuesday, and it happened. The suspension goes really quickly. Just like Forrester and Grant as well. So we want to try and keep everyone fit and available now. We've got 12 games left. We want to make sure we try and accumulate as many points as we possibly can and see where it takes us. Yeah, and
aside from the two Andersons, and I think that's it. Is it everyone else looking okay?
No, Harry's fit. Harry Anderson's trained the last couple of days with us. He'll come into the thinking for the game. Delighted to have him back because I brought him back from Lincoln to start threatening our first team, and just frustrated when we heard the news on him. But he's come back. He's looking strong. So another body back into the building, and that's good for us as well.